Welcome back, guys. My name's Amanda, and we're inside today for a brief moment, so I have to head back outside. Been out to the garden. I've grabbed some of my Tokyo Giant White shallots or spring onions, and I need to get these prepped for the dehydrator so I can continue my day. Reason being, I'm running low on the powder that I get when I dehydrate this. So I'm going to prep all this up, put it in the dehydrator, and then come back once it's all ready and show you the process. So I'm just going to chop the whites or the bases of the shallots or spring onions first. Put them in a layer. They're going to go in the base of the dehydrator. I'm using a 5-tray dehydrator today because I don't have as many to do as I normally would do. And I did some yesterday as well. So into the dehydrator trays just with some silicone lining just to stop them from falling through. And also means I can use the whole of the dehydrator tray because there's a hole in the center of this one as well, which allows for heat to move around. So just in a nice flat layer, like so. And then I'm ready to move on to doing the green tops as well. Same with the tops, again, just a thin layer. We're going to put these into the dehydrator. I'm going to do 50 degrees. These are fresh from the garden, so they're still very moist, very wet, so to speak. And they've recently just been rinsed as well, so they are quite damp. So I'm just going to set the time. The time is how long it takes, actually. But I'll set it for 24 hours because that's usually enough, or 26, it's fine. That'll give me till tomorrow for these ones to be ready. And temperature is 50. 35 to 50. I use 50 because they're fresh from the garden. If they were something that wasn't as fresh, 35's enough, low and slow. Now, once we've finished drying them, this is what we end up with. You can hear that. Lovely crunchy shallots. Now, they can be stored just as is in a jar, but I like to turn them into a powder. So I just use my coffee grinder for that. During the processing time, after about 4-6 hours, I might come and check and rotate the trays because these ones will dry faster than the ones above because the heat source fan is beneath. So they tend to dry faster from below. So I do rotate my trays and move them around until that way they all dry efficiently at the same time. Into the coffee grinder. Quick flips up, only takes a few seconds. And we've got our lovely powder. This now gets stored in a sealed mason jar and it's ready to add to lots of different things, whether it be soups, stews, casseroles as an ingredient, or added to salt to make an onion salt as well. It just gets used for everything, so we do go through quite a fair bit of it, and it's a good use of all of the shallots that are in excess in the garden at the moment as well, or chives, or spring onions, or any of the green herbs. So that's all of the bases, all of the whites done, and now I move on to the leaves. All the greens are done as well. Just going to mix the two together, put a lid on it, and because I need to continue to fill this jar up before I'll vacuum seal this and just keep enough out for kitchen use. All done. This one, like I said, I need to continue to fill this jar up and then I'll vacuum seal it. And it's ready to add to soups, stews, casseroles, eggs, whatever. I use about a teaspoon at a time because it's quite concentrated. It's a beautiful green powder to add to different things. I did mushrooms a couple of days ago as well. This here is 650 grams of mushrooms, just your standard mushrooms, all ground up in a powder, so I can use this in baking as well. And again, added to soups to add protein without actually, it thickens the soup as well, without having to add mushrooms as well, because I don't like the texture of mushrooms. Most people here don't. So it's a good way to get some extra protein and vitamins into our meals by making the powders. Another great useful tip, along with pressure canning, all of the different things that grow in the garden, potatoes, onions, fruits, those types of things. And so it's just another useful tool I find with using up all of the produce. Currently doing the pantry challenge. So I'm at day 30 today, I think it is, or 31 of the pantry challenge, where I haven't had to purchase any groceries now since the 26th of June. But still the shelves are full. Plenty of items and ingredients to continue to make meals. And a great way not to waste products that we're growing in the garden. my excess 2 trays. I'll head out the garden now and grab some celery as well and throw some celery tops and leaves in to also dehydrate at the same time, so I'm using all of my trays at the same time. Thanks for joining me. Again, 50 degrees, as long as it takes, about 24 hours. Just ensure that they're really dry, and then you can put them into a spice grinder or a coffee grinder. This is a spice coffee grinder. It says spices, herbs and coffee, so it works really well. Alright, thanks guys. Bye now. Thanks for watching. I've got my celery ready. Whack those trays in on top of my shallots and they'll all finish at the same time. Lovely fresh celery straight out of the garden, just all the tips, none of the stems. Onto the rack. You might be able to see the condensation that's already starting after just a couple of minutes as the greens start to dry out. Alrighty, that's me. Need to go and do some work outside and I'll just let this machine do its job. Bye now.